Well, all right, folks. It is time for a very special edition. Not really a very special edition, but a different edition, I guess you could say, of the Kentucky Hop Around Boys podcast. Now, tonight, both Dusty B and the legendary Cuckboy Extraordinaire, our political correspondent, Bruce Leonard, they're both out of town. Bruce has a comedy gig down in Louisville, Kentucky tonight. If you guys are down there, I recommend you go down and check him out tonight. Super funny if you've never seen a stand-up set. Obviously, if you watch this show, you know what kind of comedy he's all about. I think you're going to love it. And Dusty B, he's up in Vermont eating French fries and gravy.
Ooh.
He's also on a business trip for the company that he works for. So he's up there. He's been messaging me all day, telling me how awesome it is. He's like, man, I want to live up here. So it's like, well, yeah, you can live up there if you want to, but it's Vermont. I mean, what really is cool about Vermont? I mean, I'm not there, so I can't tell you, but he says it's really fucking cool. So if you're up in Vermont, find Dusty B somewhere. He's probably in his hotel room watching scrambled porn.
So in Vermont, you get French fries and gravy?
Yeah, it's something like
poutine?
Yeah, it's like a Canadian thing.
That's what I thought. It was like a Canadian thing.
Yeah. So, but
like for Vermont, you get cheddar.
Oh, I have no idea.
And maple syrup.
Yeah, I would think so.
Mm.
And Vermont teddy bears. I don't even know if they're from Vermont, but
bunch of old shit, basically. Yeah.
Pretty much. He says there's a lot of hippie chicks up there. I was like
chicks with hairy armpits.
That's the first thing I said. I said, do they shave their pits or what? And he's like, well, some of them do. And I'm like, that's gross, man. That's banging
dirty.
fucking patchouli right there,
yeah.
And I can't stand that shit. Shit makes me want to fucking gag. It's just nasty. So the other voice you guys are hearing on the microphones tonight, obviously, we're doing an old school episode kind of when we first started doing this. The only person that's missing
is the guy on the couch.
Yeah, the guy on the couch. He was there for a lot of the episodes that we did, but he's not here tonight. He actually came over last night and fell asleep on my couch watching the Chris Gethard show.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we were just kicking back, and he's like, man, this show's pretty funny. I'm like, yeah, it's all right. And then I look over, and I start talking to him, and he's fucking out. Yeah, he wakes up at like 10 till 8 this morning. He's like, fuck, man, I got to be at work at 8 o'clock. I'm like,
that's your fault.
Sorry about your luck, bro. But ironically enough, he slept on my couch.
Right on.
Yeah.
As
the name states.
The moniker.
Yeah. The guy on the couch. Yeah.
Yep.
So it's kind of crazy. We were actually listening to our very first episode that we did from, 4.5 years ago now. And, God, it was just almost unbearable.
Yeah.
But I would like to say at the time we were still better than a lot of the other podcasts out there.
I mean, we definitely sounded better.
Yeah.
You know,
and imagine how good we sound now.
Right.
Compared to some of the other crap that's out there.
Yeah.
Imagine if we sounded this good 4.5 years ago.
I mean, we'd be fucking unstoppable.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, we pretty much are unstoppable.
Well,
really.
yeah. But I mean, like back then.
Back then.
Right now.
Yeah,
we're unstoppable.
Yeah.
So.
Can't nobody stop us.
No.
Except for maybe genital warts, because that shit puts me dead in my tracks. I want nothing to do with that shit.
I mean, like, pretty much the statistic is, like, if you're sexually active, you have some type of genital warts.
Yeah.
You definitely get a carrier of the, what's the...
HPV?
HPV.
They say a lot of people have that, yeah.
Yeah.
But they got a vaccine for it now. You're supposed to give your kids.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I got to tell you this. I thought,
okay.
Oh, this was just fucking hilarious, right? So, I'm in all these different Facebook groups and shit on Facebook. And the other day, I was feeling a little froggy, a little bit trollish, if you will.
Okay.
So, it was like the Boone County neighborhood group. You know, something where just a bunch of people ask different questions and people talk about stuff. Anyway, so a friend of mine had posted something about the new vaccines that, you know, school children are going to have in the upcoming school year and stuff like that. And, you know, there was like 4 or 5 comments. Kind of tame. Not kind of tame. It was really tame.
Like, everybody's taking it very seriously.
Yeah, everybody's taking it super serious. So, I'm like, you know, fuck it. Let's just stir the shit pot a little bit here. So, I commented 3 simple words.
Okay.
Vaccines cause autism. Okay, now keep in mind, I'm like the 6th, maybe the 7th comment. Nobody's really liked or commented on other people's comments or anything. To this day, like earlier today, I am still getting notifications of people arguing on that fucking post.
So you were basically like throwing an M80 into a crowd.
Pretty much. Yeah.
I mean, or like dollars to homeless people.
Yeah.
You know, like.
and now keep in mind, that's the only thing that I posted. I didn't reply to anybody else's comments. Nobody even attacked me. Like, nobody tagged me like, Jerry Saylor, you're fucking wrong. It was just one person after another, just like, hey, you know, I don't believe in this. Here's an article. Read this. And then another guy chime in and be like, that article's bullshit. You're fucking stupid.
Fake news.
Yeah. And it just snowballed. It's so beautiful.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
It's like you just walk in. You're like, I'm just gonna leave this here.
Yeah. And see who fucks with it. And that's exactly what happened.
Do you fuck with it?
I mean, I fuck with the trolling every now and again. But I thought that was just fucking great.
So, while you're on the habit of telling stories,
tell me a story.
Let me just take you right to last week, or almost 6 days ago.
Okay.
Where you and I had a plan to go see a good movie.
Yeah,
a movie that broke
box office records.
Box office records
For a horror movie, yeah.
So I'm just going to throw the camera down on you.
Well, it started like this. My youngest child, he's 6 years old. He absolutely loves scary movies. Many months ago, I showed him the trailer for It when the very first trailer came out, and I thought he would, be like, "Oh, I don't like clowns," but no. It turned into every day he wanted to watch this trailer. He wanted to go see this movie all summer. He's been bugging me. Is the clown movie out yet?
There's actually videos on YouTube of guys showing like their infant or like toddlers.
Really?
The trailer to this video to the.
And are they
movie.
getting scared by it?
No, not at all. I
No.
mean, they're like, is this supposed to be scary? Oh, I'm like, oh, what's that? What's that? But I mean, like, otherwise, completely knowing this is a fucking movie.
Right.
So, yeah. And has he seen the original?
Yes.
So he knows what this movie is.
Yeah.
Okay.
We actually, I thought I had a copy of the movie, but I didn't. I had to go out and buy one. So I bought it, and then we watched that. And this was like soon after he first saw the trailer. And we watched that, and he was glued to it the whole fucking time. And that's a long-ass fucking movie. It's like, what, 4 hours fucking long?
The miniseries?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's long as fuck. And he was glued to it the whole time. I mean, he watched it and fucking... As soon as it was over, he's like, hey, can we watch that again?
So he's heard lines like, you'll float too.
Yeah.
He's seen, understanding the concept that this clown is killing and haunting children.
Yes.
So, I mean, okay.
Yeah. I mean, he's totally down with the clown. if you're picking up what I'm putting down.
Carrying a hatchet?
Yeah. Whoop, whoop. But like I said, all summer, is the clown movie out yet? Is the clown movie out yet? Just day after day after day of being hounded by this kid to see the new It remake. So opening day comes. He knows it is because he saw the thing on TV. It says, now in theaters. So that Friday, he was like, Daddy, clown movie's out. Why aren't we going to go see it? I told him, I said, buddy, we'll go tomorrow. We'll see the very first showing that they have of it. We'll go. And he's like, the place with the nice recliners? And I'm like, yes. We'll go to that place. We'll get some popcorn. We'll use my little secret trick. He's my buddy. He helps me out.
I've seen him in action.
Yeah, he does good.
So you also gave him like a stipulation, right? I mean, like you made a promise.
Well, yeah. If he played good at his football game that he had that morning, we'd go see it, which I was going to take him anyway.
Right.
But he played really good. Honestly, he did play really good. And I said, okay, I made a promise. I got to take you to see this movie.
You're a good dad.
Yeah, I try.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Yeah,
I appreciate that, man. So, like I said, Saturday morning rolls around. We go to his football game. We come home. He gets showered up. Time to go see a flick, man. It's ready. I'm ready to fucking see it.
Text me.
I text old Chubby here and was like, hey, dude, gonna go see this movie. He's like, fuck yeah, let's do it. Needless to say, I had a lot of running around I had to do. Kind of got there like right at the start time. What was it, 12:15?
The trailers were rolling.
Chubby actually texted me from within the theater and said, hey, you're missing it. Where are you at? And I was like literally in the parking lot. So previously I'd bought my tickets on Fandango. It's a great app. I recommend you guys do it. I don't recommend...
Except for service fees.
I don't recommend paying the $3 service charge, but it's convenient, saves you time in line, and it's just... It's makes
this
life
episode
easier.
brought to you by Fandango.
Yeah, exactly. Not really. I wish we could get sponsored by Fandango. That'd be awesome.
That would be dope.
It'd be dope as fuck.
I mean, we
It'd be
are
fan
practically a movie. We're movie fans.
Yes. Yeah, we see movies like at least every other week.
I mean, this year alone.
Oh gosh, I couldn't tell you how many movies I've seen.
Yeah.
Especially R-rated movies at the Regal Cinema in Wilder, because currently they're the only theater in this area, like the immediate area, that has the reclining seats and all that, and it's super comfy. I love going there. AMC's in the process of it.
They're owning up.
Yeah. So like I said, pre-bought my tickets on Fandango. Pulling in the parking lot, he's texting me saying, "Hey, where you at? You're missing it. The trailers are rolling. Where you at?" So I'm rushing in. I'm like, "All right, gotta pull up my Fandango tickets." Bam, got them pulled up. Go to the line. I'm like, "All right, buddy, let's we'll hurry up. We'll get our drinks now, and then we'll go and we'll get our seats and stuff, and we'll be good to go." And he's like, "All right, cool, yeah." He's so excited, We get in. Guy scans my Fandango on my phone. I walk through the thing, and he's like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa."
So this is at the ticket, like you made it past the front counter.
Yeah, because when you have the tickets on your phone, you walk past the front counter and go literally to
the movie ticket guy.
To the movie ticket guy.
Which is a great thing about Fandango, everybody.
Yes, it is. So he's like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa," and I stop, and I'm like, "What?"
So that was your first mistake.
Yeah, I should have just kept on going.
Just shoulder to rush that guy.
Yeah. He goes, "Hey, how old is your son?" And I turn to my son, and I say, "He's 6. Why?"
You're telling the truth.
Yeah. I said, "He's 6. Why?" He's like, "Well, sir, he's not allowed to see this movie."
What?
Yeah, and I was like, "That's bullshit. I'm his dad. I'm over 18. I'm over 21 for that matter." I said, "I bought my ticket. You done scanned it. We're going to go see this movie." He's like, "Well, no, sir. I can't let him in that theater."
Fandango didn't ask no questions.
No, Fandango didn't ask shit. But honestly, I did go back and look at Fandango's age policy.
Yeah.
And it brings up whatever theater you're at. It brings up their age policy.
Oh.
It does state it on there. But the bullshit is yet to happen.
Right.
It's just now starting to happen. But anyway, he's like, I can't let him go in that theater. And I was like, "Why?" He's like, "It's our policy. No one under 6 years or younger can see an R-rated movie." I said, "But I'm his dad. I'm taking him to see this movie. He is with me. I am the adult here." And he's like, "Sir, let me call my manager over." And I think what had happened, the manager was like, as soon as he called his manager over, his manager was right there. So I think the manager had already heard me get a little bit heated towards this guy.
Okay.
And was starting to make his way to me from my backside.
Mm-hmm.
Manager guy comes up, and he's like, "Sir, is there a problem here?" And I'm like, going to full-on fuck it mode right now.
Yeah.
I'm like, "Yeah, there's a fucking problem." And keep in mind, the theater's packed.
Yeah,
People, kids, everywhere. I'm like, "Yeah, there's a fucking problem. This guy's not letting my kids into this movie." He's like, "Well, sir, calm down. What movie is it?" I said, "It's the It movie." And he's like, "Well, how old's your son?" And I said, "I told this fucking guy he's 6 years old, and I'm his dad. I'm the adult here. Let him see the fucking movie."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Sir, our policy is," and he proceeded to tell me that, children 6 years of age and younger are not allowed to see R-rated movies. Period.
Yeah.
Okay. And I tell him, I'm looking at him, I'm like, "Dude, that is fucking bullshit. I've done paid for my tickets. He's done scanned my tickets. And now you're telling me I can't go see this movie with my kid." He's like, "No, sir, I'm afraid not."
Wow.
And keep in mind, it's fucking full. And I go, "That is fucking bullshit." And he's just like, "Sir, I would."
The language, sir.
Yeah. Well, he said that later.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He goes, "Well, sir, I'd be more than happy to give you a full refund." And I said, "Yeah, you're going to give me a fucking refund because I'm not paying for something that I ain't fucking seeing." And this dude's already
he's shaking like a leaf.
He is shaking.
He didn't stop shaking.
You didn't show up yet.
Right.
Yeah, you were still in the theater. So I'm like, "Yeah, you're going to give me a fucking full refund." So he's like, "Well, just come up to the front counter and I'll take care of it." You know, at this point, he realizes I'm going to make a scene, get me the fuck out of there.
Right.
Don't blame him for trying to do that. So we get up to the front counter. On my way to the front counter, I call Chubby Friendly here. Yeah. And I'm like, hey, they're not letting me in this fucking movie. And he's like, what? Well, what was your initial reaction when you saw me calling you on the phone?
Well, I thought, oh, shit, this sucks.
Well,
I mean, I couldn't imagine why.
Like why I was calling you?
Well, I figured you might be calling me because you're already late. I mean, like you're missing the trailers and stuff. But yeah, I mean, I was dumbfounded. I figured you were calling because you were late. When you said that you couldn't get into the movie, I was just like, why?
Yeah.
I honestly, like, I couldn't imagine why. It was
I have never heard of that stupid fucking age policy. Have you?
Well, I actually sidebar to this, I actually was telling the story a couple days later, and I found out that this might have happened. I mean, this is hearsay, but because of the Deadpool movie and Sausage Party.
Oh.
2 movies that kids would want to see because, one, they're superhero related or cartoon, and parents making maybe a huff about it afterwards when they found out that the movies aren't exactly.
But if you're the parent and you take a kid to see an R-rated movie, that's on you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's not on the theater.
And on another side note to that, and my kids have seen Deadpool and have no problem with it.
Well, and as they shouldn't, because it's just a movie.
Right.
And you have to be a parent to your children, so their attitudes and how they intake stuff is completely on you. It's like listening to the radio. If you don't like what you hear, and change the channel.
Exactly.
And I had a thought here. It's not on the theater to make sure that you. Oh, okay. It's not on the theater to make sure that you know what you're about to see. It's on you.
Exactly.
You showed the trailer to your son. You showed the original movie to your son. Your son is a horror fan.
Right.
You knew exactly what you were walking into, and so did he.
Yeah.
So an age policy it's ridiculous.
Yeah. I mean, it's just dumb.
It's PC.
I will say before I continue on the story, I will say I did look into some other age policies at different theaters around the area.
Yeah.
And we ended up going later to see the movie at the Florence Cinemas. I can't think of what they're called. Is it Rave Motion Pictures. Super nice place, people. I definitely recommend you take your child to see R-rated movies there because they are awesome. The only age restriction they have is no children under 6 after a certain time. Like when, you know, people are like on dates and it's not really like a kid friendly.
So it's a noise problem. Or,
yeah,
disturbance problem.
Exactly.
Which that makes sense.
Yeah. So like up until I think it's like 6 o'clock, you can take your kids to see whatever fucking movie you want. But after 6 o'clock, if they're 6 and under, they say no.
Right.
Which I totally understand that.
Right.
I can totally relate to that.
Because you would expect, if you're going to take your children to see a movie,
right,
you better, I mean, out of respect as a social agreement, you take your kids to see a movie when it's not going to be a full theater.
Exactly.
So when he has to go pee and stuff, you can get up and go pee.
And not disturb anybody. Or if he wants to talk or ask questions or anything, it's not disturbing anybody. I understand that.
Yeah.
Totally with that. So back to the story on this asshole fucking manager guy. I call Chubbs, say, hey, they're not letting me in this fucking movie. And I'm standing there. He's already at the ticket counter. And he's like, can I see your tickets? I said, hold on, motherfucker. They're on my phone, and I'm talking on it right now. And he's just, you know, like totally appalled that I just called him a motherfucker. And he's calmly waiting. He didn't say anything. And, you know, I was telling you, like, hey, this is fucking bullshit. This asshole fucking manager's not letting my kid into this movie, blah, blah, blah. This, that, and the other. And then I'm like, dude, if you want, just fucking come out of the theater. You don't even have to fucking see it. And you were like, all right, man, we're gonna try to watch it. I was like, hey, that's cool, man. You know, you do you. It's all good.
Yeah.
So pull up my Fandango tickets, set it down on the counter. Guy scans it. About this time, old Chubby Friendly comes walking out of the theater, and he's like, bro, what's up, man?
Yeah.
Like, I can't believe they're not letting you in.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, well, dude, you got your daughter with you. How old is she? And she's like, well, almost 11.
Almost
right?
11.
Yeah. And I'm like, well, she's not exactly quite 6, but still. She's still a child, dude. So about this time, you know, I'm talking to Chubbs, and, you know, I'm like, hey, well, you know, go watch the movie. You know, don't worry about me. I'll go. And that's when I started in with the, I'm going someplace else that doesn't fucking suck, you know.
Yeah.
And he's really like, sir, you know, language. You need to keep your voice down. And I'm like, fuck that, man. This place fucking sucks. So I'm never coming back to this fucking place.
Yeah. You lost a customer with me.
And like I said, we see movies like every other week.
Yeah.
We're there.
All the time.
All the time. Whether it's not there, I think the last movie we saw before that was Terminator 2, another R-rated movie. But we saw that
at AMC.
At AMC on the levee. And yeah, I didn't check their policies, I don't think.
But Bryson was with us.
Either way, he was with me, and he's
that's
6 years
old. That's a hard
old.
R.
Yeah, and that's a hard R.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's got, you know, language and violence and all kinds of good stuff. Not a lot of language, but enough.
When it matters.
Fuck you, you little shit. You know, but anyway.
Yeah.
So the guy's, you know, he's like, language, you know, keep your voice down, blah, blah, blah. And he scans the tickets.
He was acting as if it was respectable of him to try to, like, diffuse the situation.
Yeah.
Not acting as though his place of work has a really dumb and politically correct policy that makes zero sense. I mean, trying to control parent, I don't know, man. It was as if he was wearing it as a badge of honor and not, like, empathizing with you.
He wasn't compassionate.
Exactly.
He was more worried about the corporate political bullshit than he was.
He was acting like a fucking suit.
Yeah, exactly.
And not like, look, man, I agree with you. It's not on me. It's this is my job. I got kids to feed or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm really sorry.
But honestly, if he had let me and my child see that movie, for one, there'd have been zero issue. I would still give them my money every other week and go see movies there, and they wouldn't have lost a customer.
Have you ever made that decision to go around a store or company policy for the sake of knowing that it's bullshit or stupid?
As far as, like, at other places?
Yeah, other jobs that you've had.
Oh, well, I mean, I haven't really had a whole lot of jobs where I'd have a lot of policy. The job I just left, I mean, I was the company, so if I didn't like the policy, I could just change it.
Right.
But yeah, I I definitely cut corners and tried to help people and stuff.
I think I'm definitely, I think if I was in that position, I might have still said, if I was a ticket taker, I might have just
not said anything,
turned my head.
Yeah.
You know, and just been like,
it's ultimately the ticket taker's fault.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he's the one that called me out. If he hadn't called me out, then the manager would definitely have not gotten involved.
And he wouldn't have lost his job.
Yeah.
I mean, I would have taken one look at you and been like, I'm not going to ruin this fucking guy's day.
Yeah, I'm not saying shit to this guy.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't want to fuck with me. I mean, I would fuck me, but I wouldn't want to fuck with
absolutely,
me.
I understand that. But if it was like a mom and her kids, or like people in their Sunday's best or something like that, I would probably say something in that situation, just because they look like they don't know what they're about to walk into. Yeah. But I'd take one look at you and be like, this guy knows what's up.
I mean, my kid even had a Dawn of the Dead shirt on.
Yeah.
You know, like, he loves that movie. He loves his shirt.
Yeah.
He wears it all, like, to almost every fucking movie we go to, just because it's a movie shirt, and he fucking loves that movie.
And he looked like this guy is responded to the situation as if he's under some sort of microscope.
Right.
At 4 o'clock in the afternoon on a Saturday. Wasn't it like 4 o'clock?
No, it was 12 o'clock.
It was noon?
12:15, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. We went.
It was the first showing, yeah. 12:15 in the afternoon.
So stupid.
I know.
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, ticket taker guy's fault. But I don't fault you for acting that way with a manager who responded to the situation in a completely wrong way as well.
Correct. And I will say the ticket taker was under 18, so if I'd have went off on him, I possibly could have got like assault charges. But the manager's obviously over 18, probably over 21. Motherfucker looked about 40.
Yeah. You know what he kind of looked like? He kind of looked like that Adam Ruins Everything guy.
I've been trying to figure out who he looks like, and I was actually thinking Adam Conover from that show.
Or Chris Gethard.
Now that you mention it, yeah. I was going to say Adam Conover and the midget from South Park who Cartman fought. He kind of had that look. Like he was short and stocky, but kind of looked like if he wasn't a foot taller, he'd be a midget.
Yeah.
You know? He had that look to him. So, back to the whole giving me my money back thing. He said he gets the money out of the register, and I see him counting it, and I see how much he's counted out, and it's not the full price of what I paid for a ticket.
Right, like $23.
It was 20. I want to say it was like 22, 23 bucks or something on Fandango. It was
Fandango.
Yeah, Fandango. I think it was 2203 actually.
Okay.
It was 2203 what I paid in full, and he was giving me back 1903. So he goes to give me my money back. I'm like, "Whoa, Chief, how much money you giving me back there?" And he
gave me back a 20.
Did he give you back a 20?
Yeah.
He was probably trying to cover that fucking service charge fee.
Well, he did tell me that the service charge wasn't included, but at that point, I was fine with leaving because, one, you weren't going to be with us.
Right.
Two, it was a packed theater, and we didn't really have the best seats in the house.
Right.
And three, my daughter at that point was, because you couldn't come and sit with us, she took that as a really negative sign that they had an age limit.
Right.
And that must mean that this movie is awful worse than she originally thought it was.
Right.
Which is bullcrap. But even the trailers were scaring her at that point.
Right.
So,
I didn't think the trailers were all that scary. I don't know if you saw the same trailers that I did.
It was like that awesome movie, what it looks like, Ready Player One.
Yeah, I saw that.
I love that trailer.
Looks good.
Looks really good. Do you see the DeLorean?
Yeah. Fuck yeah, I saw the DeLorean. Got half hard.
Yeah, right? When it's like doing the drift around.
Yeah. That and Mother was one of them. And I think there was another scary one. But
yeah, there was a couple scary ones. But yeah, like they were, that girl that dies over and over and over, like the Butterfly Effect.
Happy Death Day?
Yeah, yeah.
Butterfly Effect or Groundhog Day?
Groundhog Day, Butterfly Effect.
Yeah.
Kind of the same. Well, not really, but yeah.
More Groundhog Day-ish.
The style looked more like Butterfly Effect.
Yeah.
That's kind of vibe I got from it.
I'll give you that.
But...
And there was another one, Unfriended or something.
But yeah, like more mystical horror movies, which doesn't,
no monsters or nothing like that.
Right. Yeah. And with the, it had the clown aspect and stuff. Are we getting comments?
Dusty B said, get out of my chair, bruh.
Sorry, Dusty B.
He likes your headphones, too.
Oh, yeah. They're sweet, dude. I like these headphones.
They're up for purchase, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure you guys can work something out. Maybe. But, yeah, he goes to give me my money back, and I'm like, whoa, Chief, how much money you give me back? He's like, sir, I can only, refund the ticket price. And I was like, well, I paid more on Fandango. He's like, yeah, they charge a $3 service charge. And that's when I got really loud with everybody standing around me still waiting to get tickets. And I was like, that's fucking bullshit. You better give me all my fucking money back, because I don't give a fuck if they charge me a service fee or not. You're the one preventing me from seeing this movie, and you're going to give me my fucking money back. At this point, he goes, sir, and he reaches in his own pocket. He pulls out a $5 bill, crumbled up. Didn't even look like he'd done cocaine on it or nothing. Just a crumpled up $5. Why anybody would just have a random $5 bill in their pocket? He probably pocketed it from something else at the concession stands, to be honest with you. That's my theory. But he takes it and he kind of just tosses it on the counter down in front of me. And he's like, sir, just I'm giving you my own money. Just please, just take that, and I'm sorry.
As if at that point, that's all you needed for this to be good.
Right. I will commend him on taking money out of his own pocket and giving it to me. But still...
I don't.
He just wanted to diffuse the situation.
Yeah, that's all he was wanting out of it.
And if he hadn't given me my $3 back, I'd have made an even fucking bigger scene.
Yeah.
And he's like... he even tried to offer me, passes to another movie. And I'm like, no, I don't want to be at this fucking theater anymore. Like I don't want to be here. You're not going to get my business. I don't want to see a movie here.
Wow.
Yeah, he was like, well, I can give him a pass to the Minions movie. And I was like, what? I got to buy a fucking ticket? He's like, well, yeah.
I'd have been like, you Minions?
Yeah.
Like, bro, he's coming to see it, and you want to
Exactly. That's what I was thinking. I was like, motherfucker came here to see it, and you want to put him in Minions.
You think Minions is going to, like, calm his ass?
No, fuck that. And but I was like, no, I don't want that. I don't want to see a fucking movie here. I just want to leave and go to a better theater that's not going to, discriminate against me and my child because he's 6 years old.
Or make you feel like a bad parent.
Yeah, or make me feel like a piece of shit because I want to take my child to see this movie that he's bugged me about for fucking 4 months since he saw the first trailer. He's like, well, sir, language. He kept saying that at this point. And he's just like, I'm really sorry, blah, blah. And I turn around and I'm like, I'm not fucking coming back to this theater again. This fucking theater sucks. And everybody's kind of like, what? What? And like I'm walking out and I'm like, fuck this guy, man. And like I'm fucking just heated, man. And I'm pissed off. I'm more pissed off for my son because he wanted to see this movie probably more than I did, honestly. You know, like, yeah, it's a really cool remake, blah, blah, blah. But he like literally 4 months of, is a clown movie out yet? Is a clown movie out yet?
Wow.
So he really wanted to see this fucking movie.
And you got to go see it.
And we did get to go see it after I fucking drove off, fucking pissed off, and all kinds of shit. We did end up going. I saw the 6:15 show, which we saw that at the Florence Rave, which their policy is no children under six. After 6, guess what? Didn't get fucking hassled. Nobody even asked his fucking age. Just walked right in. I even paid for popcorn.
Wow.
That's how much I wanted to fuck that Wilder cinema up. I actually paid for my popcorn.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And I'm against paying for my fucking popcorn.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Under no circumstances.
No, fuck that.
So, after the movie, did he have nightmares?
Nope.
Did he want to kill people?
No. I mean, I'm still alive. So that's a good sign.
I mean, I feel stupid even asking. I mean, it's a ridiculous concept.
The movie itself, the theater that we were in, it wasn't sold out, but it was packed to the point where there was somebody in every row except for like the first 3 rows.
Yeah.
I tried to get him to sit like in like the main walkway, like in the handicap seats, because I know he's going to have to get up and go to the bathroom. It's just, you take him to a movie, he's got to get up and piss halfway through.
Right.
And I thought, well, I don't want to get in the middle of an aisle here, or in a row or whatever, and have him have to get up and disturb people. So we sat there, and he's like, Daddy, this hurts my neck. I got to look up too much, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, you're full of shit. You don't have to look up. The movie, you just look forward. Screen's right there. We're in perfect seats. But he's like, I want to go sit up there. So we ended up in the very last row, in the middle, people on both sides of us. He had an empty chair next to him, but I had to sit next to some kid who kept texting on his phone.
Oh, that sucks.
Oh, man, I was fucking livid. We got up halfway through the movie, obviously, probably during
At least he was sitting in the last row.
Yeah. We had to get up, obviously, had to pee or whatever. We went out, we peed, I got to refill my popcorn, my drink. Went back and I was like, hey, buddy, just to be nice to everybody else, let's sit where we were before. And he's like, okay. So we sat in the front, in the little middle row there where the handicap seats are. And he didn't complain about his neck hurting at that point.
Yeah.
But the movie itself, I mean, I don't see any reason other than, maybe like some violence and some, fantasy gore or whatever you want to call it, that may be inappropriate for some unseasoned children,
right?
Opposite of my children. But
I mean, basically know what you're going to go see.
Yeah.
I mean, there's IMDb, which lets you know why the movie's rated R. Even has like questions from people: is there gore? Is there nudity? What kind of language is being used in the movie?
Right.
I mean, you can know everything there is about to be seen in the movie before you go into the theater.
Right.
I mean, all the information's out there if you are savvy enough to look it up. And I'll say this, not that I feel like I have to, but just for anybody that's watching this that doesn't know us personally, when I got here, I didn't text you to let you know exactly when I was leaving. I said I was going to come over after I got done doing a dungeon on World of Warcraft.
Right.
And when I got here, you told Bryson that as soon as Uncle Tim gets here, we're going to go work. And but I pulled up right as you guys were walking out to play catch. I mean, who fucking plays catch with their kids anymore? And we walked out in the yard, and you took the time to play catch with your kid. I mean, it's just baffling to me why some place would have a rule to just fuck with customers.
That's essentially all it
that
is.
Are well-to-do.
Well-to-do. Yeah.
I mean, of course, you have the possibility of a sausage party. It's a cartoon movie, but fucking look it up. And Deadpool, a Marvel movie, but fucking look it up.
Right.
Or when you're buying the ticket, say, flash the screen if you're buying it on your cell phone and say, this movie is actually rated R. Do you know that? You shouldn't even have to do that. It's stupid.
Yeah.
Know what you're going to go see.
I mean, honestly, when's the last time you walked into a movie theater
not knowing what I was...
like just walking in blindly and went, I wonder what's playing. I mean, you didn't take the time to look it up on your phone. You didn't take the time to look it up at your home, on your computer. You're hey, there's a movie theater. Let's go in and see what's playing. And then be like, oh, I've never even heard of that movie. Let's go see it.
Never.
Exactly.
Never.
No.
I mean, I've gone into theater.
Shit like that just don't happen.
No. I mean, not if you watch TV, you're going to see 1,000 trailers before you even walk into the theater.
Right.
Terminator 2, I didn't know until you told me that it was showing in theaters again.
Right.
There have been movies that I've gone in and just said, well, the movie I want to go see is not playing right now, so I'll just go pick another movie at random, not knowing exactly what it's about, but knowing kind of is it a romantic comedy, is it a horror, is it whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I like I said, I hate pointing out the fact that you're a good person because I mean the fuck, but yeah, I mean it's just ridiculous.
I'm a good person with sick, twisted fucking hobbies. And that's essentially what it is.
But it's not even sick and twisted. It's really honestly
to the normal person who is like a total prude and
PC,
very PC and. Yeah. To that person, I got sick, twisted fucking hobbies.
But hopefully, Bryson, when he gets maturity, he becomes a man. What he's going to take away from all this was that my fucking nail was the coolest.
Yeah.
It did everything that I wanted to do because I was passionate about it. And you know what? I love art. I love movies. I love the aesthetic of horror and the kinds of art and everything that comes with horror. But it doesn't make you a bad person because you like that. You know what I mean?
Not at all.
But yeah, what he takes away from is a love of cinema and a love of art and what imaginative things that you can do with a blank canvas.
Right.
You know?
One thing that I definitely know he's going to take away from it, when we were going in to see the movie at the wonderful Rave Motion Picture Theaters in Florence, Kentucky, we were walking in, and I got him out of the van. He's holding my hand, and we're walking up, and he just kind of looks up at me and smiles, and I smiled back at him, and I was like, man, you know what? And he's like, what, Daddy? I said, fuck that other manager guy. And he looks up, and he's just like, yeah. And I said, I'm glad we can agree on that. So, if he took anything away from the whole situation, it's fuck that guy. He's a dickweed.
Well, not because he was doing his job, but because of the way he handled that situation.
Yeah.
Not with empathy, but I'm
by the book. I hold all the cards.
Right.
You're not seeing this movie.
And I need to get you out of here as soon as possible.
Right.
Because you're an asshole.
Right.
Which is bullshit.
Now, you know who else was just doing their jobs? Nazis. Exactly.
Hey, enough said.
Yeah, enough said right there.
Next topic.
Yeah. But yeah, overall the movie itself was a good adaptation, I thought. I thought it was done brilliant. A lot of young actors that I'd never heard of before. They did a great job. Lots of jump scares, which I'm not a big fan of jump scares. The gore in it wasn't like overly excessive. Like in the beginning, you see little Georgie actually gets his arm ripped off, and he's kind of like, yeah, spoiler alert. But if you read the book, obviously, if you know about this movie, you know what I'm getting ready to talk about. So it doesn't even fucking matter. If you've never seen the movie, you probably don't want to see the movie. So fuck it. It's whatever. Spoiler alert, all right? Like that part where he gets his arm ripped off in the very beginning, that was kind of cool how they did that. I mean, it wasn't like overly, like he wasn't like gushing blood, and it wasn't like a close-up of his arm getting ripped off, nothing like that. My only complaint with the whole movie, other than having to get up halfway through and go take a piss, I thought the CGI was a little kind of, I don't want to say cartoonish,
right?
But it, like, you could tell it was CGI. But the parts that were CGI were mainly when Pennywise was showing his teeth and like biting somebody.
Yeah.
So I can imagine like that's going to have to be CGI. So I'm sure they've not done a lot of movies where they have to add 12 rows of teeth to somebody and show them biting.
And the Tim Curry one, I mean, it was obvious that he was wearing like a fake grill.
Oh,
and like yeah, I mean, so his teeth actually transform into fangs.
Yeah, and in the new movie, like they start out kind of normal, and then like as he goes to open his mouth, they kind of change, and then like he gets like shark rows of teeth.
Yeah,
like he opens up his mouth and there's like 12 rows of teeth, and he's like kind of like a worm, kind of like, I mean, I can't really.
So like in the Frighteners, that gateway to hell thing.
Yeah,
it's kind of like that, like a tunnel effect, or
no, not so much like a tunnel effect. It's just like the wider he opens his mouth, the more rows of teeth he gets.
Okay.
And I mean, like I said, it didn't look bad, but me being a fan of horror, when you see something that's supposed to be scary, it
becomes like cartoonish.
Yeah, it looked kind of cartoonish. Yeah.
Okay.
Not 100% realistic, we'll say.
And the original, or not the original, but the made-for-TV version, the Tim Curry version.
Correct.
It jumps back and forth from adults to kids. This movie, right, from what I understand, is much more of like a timeline.
Yes.
It's sequential.
Basically, if you're familiar with the Tim Curry version of the movie, there's two parts. There's like the beginning 2 hours and the last 2 hours. It was a made-for-TV miniseries, if you can believe that. It was on ABC or NBC, something like that. So I mean, it was toned down a lot.
ABC, I believe.
I believe it was. And like I said, it was like you had to tune in 1 week to watch the first part, and then you tune in the next week and you see the other part. The way they're doing this, since they're making it into like a full-length feature cinema-type movie, they're doing obviously 2 parts. I'm pretty sure it's already been greenlit to do it too.
They're probably rushing it at this point because of how well the first one did.
I would imagine it'll probably come out around the same time
next year,
or maybe closer to Halloween. Who knows? But the first movie is just the point of view from the children, like they're children the whole movie. Like if you watch the original, it kind of jumps back and forth. Adults.
Yeah, flashbacks.
It starts
lots of flashbacks.
Starts with adults, and then it flashes back to children, and then back to adults, then flashes back to children. This movie was completely all child. That doesn't even mention them, as adults, period. Like, I don't know who's going to play them or anything.
Okay.
So it's completely from the child's perspective, which I thought was really good. And like I said, all the young actors in it played really good roles. The one kid that wears the glasses, I can't think of what his name is, but he's also in Stranger Things. He had like some really funny jokes.
Is it the lispy kid from Stranger Things, or
like the curly-haired, gangly-toothed kind of kid? I wish I could remember his name, but
yeah.
In the It movie, he's the one that he wears glasses. He's got kind of like the curly hair or whatever.
Does he have a lisp?
No.
Okay. I think the one that you're referring to, because I haven't seen the movie yet, but the
you were going to, but
oh no,
I fucked that up for you. Which I don't think I ever said anything. I'm sorry that had to happen to you.
I don't blame you. I blame the theater
and
their stupid policy.
Yeah, it is bullshit.
But anyway,
movie's wonderful. If you haven't seen it, go see it.
It's worth a view.
Yeah, I mean, I would watch it again.
Yeah,
and I can't say that about a lot of movies.
The one thing that I wish, I mean, it's great having like this otherworldly evil presence, but I wish that there was more of like an explanation about it, because from what I understand, even the book doesn't give a good explanation as to what Pennywise is. Or
I think the book does give somewhat of a little bit of a backstory.
From what I understand,
they actually have chapters in the book from Pennywise's perspective too.
Right.
Right.
But from what I understand, it's just that he's like an otherworldly, ancient
demon.
Yeah. Well, not even necessarily that, but like an elder god, Cthulhu kind of thing, where there's no explanation as to what their purpose is,
right?
Or what, but they look at us as like ants or just basically food, and that's it. But like why he ended up in Maine, why that town, how long, if he's been there for...
I do think the book goes into that a little bit.
Just that he's been there for a really long time, and that the people of the town are... And this is something that, from what I understand, isn't really shown in the movie, that the people of the town are kind of messed up. Like they've lived in this evil presence every 30 years, and their lives are forever changed by that fact.
Oh yeah, I mean there's a definite feel that you get when you watch even the old version and the new version, that the complete lack of parental concern and what's the word I'm looking for here, like parental oversee of the town is just completely absent. Like in the first movie, you see Beverly get attacked by a couple of older boys, and
an old man
just like turns a blind eye to it, like I'm going inside, whatever. I didn't see
because like
that.
this could be Pennywise, or like he doesn't.
It's
almost
know,
like he can't trust his eyes or something. Yeah, like that's the thing is that like I love like lore. As a person that plays World of Warcraft and loves fantasy books and stuff like that, I love lore. And I wish that there was more explanation, a little bit like a behind-the-scenes kind of, or like lore, basically. I mean, how else do you put it? But yeah, I kind of want that. But the Stephen King's, this is what you get.
Yeah. I have heard it is rumored that in part 2, when they do the second chapter, if you will, of it, that they are going to explore Pennywise's backstory and kind of tell his story.
Really?
Yeah. So
that would be interesting.
I'm looking pretty forward to that. That's going to be amazing if they do that.
Yeah.
I think that would be good.
Dope.
But they are. I have heard some other stuff, like they're going to make one of the characters be like a drug addict.
Yeah.
But if you've read the book, it's not in either of the movies. They actually do like a scene where they kind of trip balls, and then they realize how they can beat Pennywise, and that's in the book. And they're trying to say that in the new part 2, that the guy who's the addict is going to be the one that expands his mind and goes on a different plane of existence or whatever, and ultimately realizes how to kill Pennywise. So could go either way.
Interesting.
Yeah,
definitely. I want to see that.
It is weird. One thing that was left out of both the old Tim Curry version and the new version was the child orgy.
Yes,
yeah.
I was like, I'm a YouTube rabbit hole kind of person. I know you are too. But yeah, I had no clue. That I know that there was a blood pact, which is in the...
Yeah, they do that in both versions. Yeah.
But there wasn't just a blood pact.
No, not in the book. Yeah, apparently there was like a scene where Beverly decides that love is what ultimately defeats it and binds them together, yeah. And she decides to have sex with every one of the boys in the Losers Club.
And there's, what, 7?
6, 7, something like that. I can't remember off the top of my head.
But from what I understand, it's that... For what it symbolizes is that they feel like this is like they're stepping into adulthood, and that's kind of like a wrong perspective to take. That it's a little bit twisted.
Yeah, I think Stephen King said it's more like it's children dealing with adult problems.
Right. Before they're supposed to.
Yeah.
And this is the kind of outcome that you get.
But I mean, honestly, when you think about it, these kids are supposed to be like around 13, 14 years old.
I'm not sure, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean they're young. They're just barely teenagers,
maybe 12 at
Yeah.
the youngest.
and I mean, I can't really recall how old you were when you lost your virginity, but I wasn't far off from their age.
Really?
Yeah,
I was 16. So.
16. Well, I was 13.
Oh wow.
So, yeah, little bonus trivia you didn't know.
Hey.
But yeah, I mean, what teenager doesn't experience adult problems in their life?
This is true.
Yeah, I mean, unless you're like a church-going, frickin' stuck in the house, homeschooled type child that's very, very extremely sheltered from the outside world, then yeah, you probably don't see a lot of adult problems.
The analogy that I like the best is that the more you're repressed, or the more I guess that you go through kind of tightens you like a spring.
Yeah,
And the more pressure that you get, when you finally go to release that,
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to go off.
yeah, I mean, that's a
So
very good
the
analogy.
more
yeah.
tightly that you're pressed, the more explosive that you're going to be when you decide to rebel in
Right.
whatever way it is.
Whether you want to rebel or you're just slapped in the face hard by reality
Right.
once you become an adult, and you're like, well, I can go do whatever I want now.
It's either violence
Yeah,
or drugs
yeah.
or sex. It's going to be some
All
a
of those,
vice.
all of those things that you just mentioned, I've known people who have been very sheltered, grow up and choose one of those and just go to it fucking hardcore. It's like, well, I've never done this.
Yeah. I've always wanted to.
Yeah, I've always, I didn't even know this was a thing.
Right.
It's like, no, I got to do it. Shit like that.
Yeah.
So
So.
I don't know. Enough about the It movie. And
Yes.
About my one last thing. The next day after we saw the It movie, I woke up and it's a beautiful Sunday, bright, sunshiny outside. Typically I don't do this, but because I was still a little ticked off at the whole situation, went on Facebook and I was like, good morning everyone on Facebook except that cocksucker manager that wouldn't let my kids see the movie. That was probably the biggest response of anything I've ever posted. Like people, I would see people out and they'd be like, "Hey man, I saw that post, man. Fuck that guy." It's like, yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate that.
Because you had to deal with an adult situation,
Yeah,
you lashed out.
exactly.
Stephen King taught us that.
Word.
Okay, so I don't know if you've been following, but these are it's a weird, dark kind of time that we live in right now.
Very.
And there's been a lot of news with North Korea.
Oh yeah.
I mean, this has been going on for almost like a solid month now, maybe even longer. That there's been
maybe longer, yeah.
like daily news with North Korea.
Oh, yeah.
Us talking shit.
Kim
them
Jong-un, he's ready to blow some shit up.
I don't know about you, but whenever like that first, there was like they're celebrating this big thing, and if they're talking, they're promising that if we don't back off, that they're going to launch a missile and stuff. And that weekend or that next, I think we were like saying R.I.P. Guam and stuff like that.
Yeah.
After that initial thing, I've just pretty much turned a blind eye. It's just like, fuck it,
Yeah. If
what's going to happen is going to happen.
Yeah. Either they're going to do it or they're not going to do it.
Right.
And I think at this point, when our president got up there and said, hey, if North Korea threatens to blow up anything, to fire off a rocket, we're going to strike hard.
Well, what, fire and fury?
Yeah, fire and fury, yeah. Something like that. And then the next day, North Korea's like, yeah, we're going to blow up Guam. And then he was like, we really need to look into this a little bit more. Right then, I was just kind of like, you know what? They're going to fucking blow something up.
Yeah.
It's going to happen eventually.
Either they're going to go back and forth and nothing's ever going to happen, or
Right.
something is going to happen. But, I mean, it's out almost like as Americans. I don't know if it's an American thing or if it's a human thing.
Probably just American.
But we will bite our nails only for so long. It's like our attention span is peaked, and then it's just like, whatever.
Well, that's the thing. Here in the States, I mean, we're driven by fear. I mean, the media wants us to hear what they want us to hear.
Right.
So many news stories are brushed under the fucking rug because the media just Hey, the people don't need to know about that.
Right.
Let's get them talking about this.
It's like we know that there's so much news that isn't reported on.
Right.
That what we're getting is like the top layer.
Yeah.
That they're just the sexiest stuff or the bloodiest stuff.
That's it.
Is all we're going to get.
You never really hear. I would say out of 100 news stories, one of them being good, you may get a 5-minute segment at the very end of the news broadcast once a week. You know, you hear about the good stuff, but the rest of the time, it's all the bad shit going on.
Right.
So
I was just wondering if that's an American thing for us, the way we respond to like North Korea and stuff like that. When Guam was going to happen, and it was like beating down our door. I mean, they literally launched 2 missiles now over Japan.
Yeah.
And I could almost care less. Not that I care less, but that it's almost like, are we going to do this or not?
Yeah.
You know, like I got my
shit or get off the pot.
I got my keys. I'm standing at the door, but I'm not going to stand here forever. You know, like either we're going to go or we're not.
Right.
And yeah, I just think that's a really weird thing that the way we respond to that.
I mean, you think it's weird that the way you're responding to that?
My response.
Right. And I'm kind of in the same boat with you. I mean, when I first heard about it, I was like, oh, shit, we're going to go blow up fucking North Korea.
Yeah, this is it.
Yeah, and then the very next day, I was just like, fucking pussy. You know? I was like, you say that we're going to meet them with fire and fury and this and that, if they even talk about it.
Right.
Then the motherfucker's talking about it, and we're like, well, we need to, you know, explore this a little bit more. We can't just go over there and blow them up. Fuck that. Blow them off the fucking map, and we ain't going to worry about them no more. You know, and I hate to say, you know, the mass killing of lots of people, and I'm sure there's going to be lots of innocent people, but once again, those are sheltered people, and when they finally get unsheltered, like you said, like a spring, they're going to fucking blow up.
Right.
They're going to go ape shit. If that's even relatable.
I don't know. I mean, honestly, do you think this is going to end with easing tensions, or is it going to end in full-scale war?
It's going to end up being a war. Maybe not soon, but eventually. As long as Kim Jong-un's over there, he's freaking crazy. He's crazy like everybody thought Trump was crazy.
Right.
Like everybody thought, oh man, you know, Trump's fucking hostile. He's not gonna take no shit. As soon as somebody says something to him on Twitter, he's just gonna fucking nuke him. You know, and he hasn't done that yet.
Right.
You know, like everybody thought, like, oh, you don't want to give a man like that the nuclear codes or whatever, blah blah blah. He's not the one fucking shooting missiles off. And if he is, we're not fucking hearing about it because once again, our media doesn't want us to know about it.
Right.
But
now we're going to get. They're actually like talking about amnesty for illegal immigrants, the Dreamers, DACA.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he's even saying like Chuck Schumer, I think, was like saying he got recorded as saying he likes us. He, you know, like he's going to side with us.
Right.
And I'm just like, what the fuck is going on, man? I don't know.
Now,
yeah, you're right. Kim Jong-un is crazy the way we thought Trump was crazy.
Right. He's the one actually shooting shit off.
And they're saying
and
now
making threats.
that an oil embargo, that they've wanted to do an oil embargo, but guess who is fighting that? China and Russia.
Right.
And I mean, it's my fear is that they're going to use North Korea, China and Russia are going to use North Korea as like the Franz Ferdinand, you know, the casualty, the Pearl Harbor, that's going to ignite the war.
Right.
That, I mean, it's not really North Korea. North Korea is just going to be the first shot.
Yeah.
And they're going to go, that was our boy. Now it's on.
China and Russia is going to be like, hey, look, you really need to shoot off that fucking nuke and blow some shit up. I think you'd do a lot of good with that.
Right.
And then they're going to fuck with us, and then we're going to blow them up, and then China and Russia is going to be like, whoa. Why the fuck did you do that?
Yeah,
now it's
psychos.
on. Yeah, now it's on.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a possibility.
I really see it like that. Every time that I hear, you know, we're dealing with North Korea, with China and Russia, and I'm like, and China, the president or whatever you call him of
Prime
China,
minister maybe.
I don't even think it's that, because he's a communist leader,
Oh, yeah.
chairman, whatever.
Yeah.
Went to Russia, and they had like a meeting that wasn't supposed to be reported on, but it did get reported on.
Right.
And they were like, "Oh, this was just a meeting where, like, we promised each other we're gonna have dinner. We finally got around to it. Don't be worried about that."
Yeah, it's nothing. Don't
Yeah.
worry about that. Nothing to see here,
Yeah.
folks.
We're just good pals.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
But yeah, it's going to happen. Whether it's not soon, it's going to happen later. As long as Kim Jong-un's in power, he's crazy.
But I'll tell everybody this.
There's more.
If you don't want your kids to be in the army, encourage them to get Juggalo tattoos. Hatchet men.
Yeah, that's a gang tattoo now.
Right.
Yeah, gang
if they're
tattoos.
affiliated,
Yeah.
you can't be in the war. You
That's
can't be
right.
fight.
Hey, you want to fuck with the war?
Yeah.
No? Hatchet Man.
Hatchet man tattoo.
Right. They're going to march here soon.
Yeah.
They're going to
This
DC.
weekend.
Is that this weekend?
Yeah.
Okay. I missed that, apparently.
They were on Stern recently.
Oh, were they?
Yeah, I shouldn't talk about other forms of media.
Yeah, you should talk about like, you heard them on something. Yeah,
Yeah, they were interviewed somewhere.
Little throwback there to our first episode. But, yeah, crazy shit, man.
I know.
I hope the Juggalos are out there fighting a good fight right now.
I mean, it is a like they're really sincere about this gang affiliation.
Oh, yeah, they get all but hurt about that.
Well,
yeah.
but I mean, like, it kind of makes sense. It's as if you were to say, like, the Kiss fan club.
The Kiss Army.
Kiss Army
Yeah.
is a gang.
Right.
Or the Parrot Heads are a gang. Because they all affiliate themselves and appreciate, one thing.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, though, but, like, people who are, like, Kiss fans and Parrot Heads who do the Jimmy Buffett thing, they're just fans of, like, the music. But the Juggalo is like a lifestyle, kind of.
Well, I mean, Jimmy Buffett is all about the island,
beaches, and
beach lifestyle.
partying and stuff.
It is a lifestyle, as they all kind of agree.
But do Parrot Heads really, like, do they, like, form groups like Juggalos do? Have they been known to, like...
Deadheads, even?
Deadhead, yeah. I don't know, man. I mean, that's kind of a touchy subject. I guess. Well, I'll put it to you this way: you could walk up to an average Kiss fan or a Buffett fan and not know for probably a long time that they are either into Kiss or Buffett. Deadheads, yeah, because they're probably wearing tie-dye and probably every
hairy
shirt.
armpits.
Yeah, every shirt they own has the fucking Grateful Dead symbol on it, and they probably smell like pot.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I mean, when you meet a Juggalo,
you
know within a minute that they're a Juggalo.
But here's the thing.
I mean, I don't think they should be classified as a gang, but
you went through a Juggalo phase.
Yeah, yes, I did. Yeah,
and so, and this was their argument that they brought up on that other thing that I was listening to, in that interview.
The other form of media. You can say it now. It's totally cool.
Was that any time that you look at millions of people, they're giving themselves a little bit too much credit.
You don't think there's a million Juggalos
maybe
out there?
there is.
There's a lot of people in the United States, man.
Yeah. You're going to find whatever it is you're looking for. If you're going to look for violent people, I'm sure there's a Jimmy Buffett people who have caused crimes, or deadheads that have caused, selling drugs and whatnot.
Yeah.
So anytime that you look at a large, vast amount of people, you're going to find whatever it is you're looking for.
Right.
And but to categorize them all as being as guilty as the most guilty person in that group is wrong.
That's true, yeah.
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 So, but we could be going to war, and I say they're a fucking gang, and I might get a tattoo.
Honestly, though, well, you can't be. You're too old at this point.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Yeah. Same goes for me too. I mean,
yeah.
I'm out. Plus, I'm probably considered overweight. Hell, we're probably both considered overweight, honestly. But realistically, I would have no problem whatsoever, giving a Juggalo an M16 and a hatchet to go and fight a war. I would have no problem doing that.
Yeah.
Because I think they'd get shit done.
Absolutely.
You know, they'd probably smoke a little bit of meth.
Probably be some war crimes on the battlefield.
Probably, but hey, you know what? That's
Hey,
war, man.
yeah.
War's not pretty.
It's not pretty.
You know, and I'm not saying all juggalos smoke meth, but I'm saying there are probably some, and there's probably non-juggalos that smoke meth.
If they don't smoke meth, they could probably be easily persuaded.
Yeah. To smoke meth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if they have never done it before.
Like, hey, smoke this and go fight.
Yeah.
They'd probably be like, fuck it, let's do it.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah. Bam! You know? Dude, I would love to see a Juggalo war movie.
That would be so good.
Like Saving Private something. I don't know. I don't even know how to go with that. What would be a good...
like Too Dope?
Yeah, Saving Private 2 Dope. Or even like instead of like Platoon, it'd be like just whoop whoop. Yeah. Or whoop whoop.
The Thin Red Line would be like the, I don't know.
The thin red line of face paint. Something like that. I mean, but yeah, I mean if
The Thin Dark Carnival.
Yeah. If a Juggalo wanted to go fight in a war, I mean I'd fucking let him.
Hell yeah.
Because you know what? All it takes is for one Juggalo to stand up against something, and he's backed by quite possibly 1 million other Juggalos.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you piss one of them off, you're going to piss them all off.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're a family.
It's a family.
It really is. Very rarely do you ever find a Juggalo by himself.
That's true.
Like, I've been to a lot of concerts, and one concert I found one lone Juggalo. But he wasn't really that alone because he was with me. And I got roots. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So.
The blood runs thick.
Exactly. Runs under
the streets. Another good argument that they brought up. You got a comment?
Yeah, Kenneth Catman. Thanks for tuning in this week, Kenneth. I know you're a repeat viewer here. He says, 1 man, 1 rifle, 1 bullet. I guess that's really all you need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To lead an army?
Or to just fuck shit up.
Yeah.
You know, to assassinate Kim Jong-un, that's really all you need. 1 man, one rifle, 1 bullet. That's all it takes.
But that would ignite that would be the spark that set off the dynamite.
True.
Boom.
True.
But another argument that they brought up is that, say you're going into a custody battle. If someone wanted to just say, well,
to be a dick about it.
Yeah.
They say, well, he's a Juggalo, he's a gang member.
A gang member.
Right.
Or if you go to jail for running a red light, automatically you go into the FBI database as a
gang member.
Yeah. So I mean, it's interesting. So based on that, convictionally, I would be like, they're not. I mean, you can't do that.
They're not a fucking gang.
You can't do that.
No. I mean, they're organized to a certain point, but as far as like they're in small groups, you know, like they're organized and they're connected somewhat. But I mean, honestly, if like some Juggalos down the street here had beef with, you know, another group of people in the neighborhood, you know, Juggalos from, you know, 10 blocks over ain't gonna come over and be like, hey man, what you fuck with my fam? You know,
right?
Shit's gonna get you dead, son. You know, shit like that wouldn't happen.
And there'd honestly be like too chill and laid back.
Yeah.
I mean, in any stacked up against any other gang, they're going to be the weaker force.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know like mass Juggalo gangs who, you know, run guns and sell dope and shit.
Right.
You know, like. Until they get an episode of fucking Gangland on the History Channel or AMC or whatever the fuck channel they play that shit on.
Not a gang.
Yeah, not a gang.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not saying there should be an episode on them, but like, and it'd have to be a really good fucking episode with like a good backstory, you know, like the forming of the Juggalos, shit like that. It's no, they're not organized crime.
That we should do.
We should do a Gangland Juggalos.
And you'd use all their terminology like Ned and
yeah, and then have it pop up on the screen. You know how it does like the little profile card and it shows like the guy and like name, alias, you know, gang affiliation, shit like that. Yeah,
we like
Big Willie King Killer Cat Peeler. Yeah, that's his name. Chief Cotton Candy Eater. Ned and Master. that would be fucking funny.
Oh man, that'd be so good.
I'd like to make that. I wish we had the means to do that.
Oh,
that'd be so good. That would be really good. I'd also like to see a Juggalo get popped. No, I'm not saying I'd like to, but it'd be super funny if we saw a Juggalo get popped by Chris Hansen for something.
Oh wow!
Because that would just be. What I would like to hear would be like the read back of the conversation,
the transcript.
Be like, bitch, I'm gonna put my face paint between your thighs. That shit would be fucking funny. You know.
Yeah.
What exactly did you mean here when you said, "We is like a family"? Whoop whoop. I'm a bust a nut on your face paint.
Bitch, you will let me get that Ned.
Yeah. What exactly is Ned?
What exactly is cotton candy?
Like, well, come over here and have a seat. Have a seat. Have some cookies. Would you like some lemonade? Bitch, you got a Faygo? That'd be great. What'd you bring with you? I brought some face paint, and I brought some Faygo, and a couple Ziploc baggies. What exactly did you bring the baggies for? Well, they're cheaper than condoms. I could see that.
Oh man,
I could see.
It makes me almost want to like research more of the culture of the Juggalo, because
we had a Juggalo expert on here a while back. She came on. She's a friend of mine, and she came on and she was trying to like basically tell me that I'm not still a Juggalo, which. I mean, I really don't consider myself a Juggalo.
Was she a Juggalo?
No, she was not.
Just an expert.
She was a Juggalo expert, yeah. She's like a psychology student who we dubbed a Juggalo expert.
Was I on that episode?
I don't think so.
Okay.
No, I think Bruce was here and Dusty was here.
Okay.
Yeah, this was like maybe 2 seasons ago, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Something like that. Been a while back. It was a fun episode, though. It was a fun episode. I got to fuck with her a lot.
Oh, yeah?
Because I knew a little bit. I don't want to say I knew more about it than she did, but she knew more of, like, you know, statistically and this and that and blah, blah, blah. And I was just fucking with throwing song lyrics at her and shit. And she was just like, whoa. Like, she wasn't expecting that at all.
I mean, as for me, I was never really, like, an ICP fan personally. But the area that we lived in had plenty of Juggalos in it.
Yeah.
Even on our block, we had a couple of Juggalos.
Or Juggalo wannabes, really.
Yeah, honestly. But I did like Twisted.
Yeah, Twisted's good.
And what was that band?
Zug Island.
Zug Island, I like.
I was, hate to say it, I was at their CD release party.
Yeah.
They, for whatever reason, they had it in fucking Cincinnati. I have no clue why that happened. But yeah, I went to their CD release party, and it was wild, dude. It was off the chain. It was good. Dope was there. Dope opened for him.
Well, that was a reason to go.
Yeah. That was really cool. And the next day, I flew to Florida and saw Bile.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So that was like 2002, I want to say, yeah.
Killer weekend.
Oh, fuck, dude. It was awesome. It was a good time. It's a great time.
Hmm.
So, going back, since it's kind of like a throwback episode, you know, just me, you, and the microphones here, we were talking before the show. We're gonna play. Are we gonna do 2 games?
Yeah.
Well, one's not really a game. One's kind of like a personality, a relationship quiz.
Yeah, we need to figure out how deep we go.
Do you want to do that one now?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, let's do that.
It's only 4 questions.
Okay, tell us what website we're getting from, and what exactly like the title of the thing is. Here.
Okay, so the website is horoscopes.com.
Okay.
Or horoscope.com.
Okay.
And what we're going to find out is, are we soulmates?
Me and Chubby Friendly, soulmates to the end.
I mean, I don't need a quiz to know.
I don't need a quiz to know either.
But, I mean, it would be interesting to know if this quiz is accurate.
Yeah.
Because I can look into your eyes and know.
Yeah.
You know.
Word.
So.
There was actually a scene in It where they're swimming, and the girl came up out of the water, and she had that same look on her face like you did way back in the day. Yeah. And and this is no shit. I actually thought, I was like, damn, man.
I wish Chubbs was here.
Yeah.
Okay, Jerry. Do you ever sense each other's feelings, say the same thing at the same time, or other crossover things like texting out of the blue at the same time?
I mean, I can definitely sense when you're not in a good mood.
Yeah?
Yeah. And sometimes we do finish each other's sentences and shit.
Yeah, like we definitely, our sense of humor especially.
Oh, yeah.
Is on point. Like I I know what you're about to say sometimes, just because.
We set each other up a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we do that a lot, really.
So, do you think that's often, sometimes, rarely, or never? Often?
I'd say often, yeah. Well, what would you say? Would you say that's often? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
How did you meet? Out at a bar, club, event, dating, site app, blah, 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 blah. Through friends or family, work or school, on an errand, vacation, or a place where meeting someone was unexpected.
You don't even have to really read that.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's it.
Friends and family.
Friends
really.
and family.
Yeah. Oddly enough, we met at a dude's house who was a juggalo. Yeah, so.
We always come from a full circle.
Yeah.
Okay. How many shared interests do you have?
Oh, fuck, dude. I don't know.
I mean, like, everything, pretty much.
I mean, yeah. I mean, we've had sex with the same girl.
Yeah?
So.
Multiple?
No, I think it's just one.
Just one.
I mean, unless there's something I don't know about.
I definitely had opportunities in the past.
Yeah. Which you should have fucking took. I don't know why you didn't.
Because I was young and stupid.
Yeah, true.
I haven't had the life experience that I have now. So basically everything we're so like it's a bit creepy. Or many, we enjoy doing the same things together. Others, we'd rather do with friends or by ourselves. Not much, opposites attract. A couple, there's a lot of things we don't really enjoy or understand that the other loves.
I mean, I wouldn't say the first one, the creepy one. What was the next option?
Many, we enjoy doing some things together. Others, we'd rather do with friends or by ourselves.
I mean, I'd never play World of Warcraft with you.
Okay.
So, there's
you
that.
You should, though.
No. I told myself many years ago that I'd never play World of Warcraft because I know it's so addictive.
That's being the only reason?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I feel bad right now that I'm going back and playing the original San Andreas. All because my kids were like, hey, what's this old game? And it was like, a lot of history behind that game. And they're like, well, let's play it. And I'm like, well, here, you got to let me beat the first couple missions for you to get it set up to where you guys can just free roam and drive around. And they're like, oh, okay. And I'm like, all right, let's just run through these first couple missions here. And now it's like, I got to play it 2-3 hours a day or I'm not happy. Yeah. I'm jonesing right now. I haven't played today.
Honestly, this week I haven't been able to play that much WoW.
Really?
Yeah. And, I mean, like, I know it, but I'm okay with it. Yeah, I've been able to do the things that I need to do to feel normal. Yeah, I'm addicted to it, basically.
Okay. I figured that much.
We'll say many.
Yeah, many. Definitely many.
Question 4. Pick the one word that best describes the way your beloved makes you feel.
Is there a list of words to choose from?
There's 4 options.
Okay. You pick the word first, and then I'll tell you what word I pick.
Okay.
Well, you got to read them off.
Well, I want to pick the one I'm putting it in my head first.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And then I'm reading it to you.
Okay.
Comfortable, anxious, blissful, confused. Of those 4.
Can I get a repeat of those?
Comfortable, anxious, blissful, confused.
The fact that I would be comfortable enough to pretty much do anything with you, I'm going to say comfortable.
Honestly, and that's the one I would choose too.
Right.
Because there's a lot of weight behind being comfortable.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you got to... It's about trust.
Yeah.
More than anything.
Unless there's a cop around, you and I are pretty comfortable.
Yeah, exactly. As soon as a cop comes around, we're on 2 different pages, man. 2 totally different pages.
Are you ready for our results?
Yeah, let's hear the results.
Okay. Result, soulmates.
I knew that.
But I'm going to read it. Yes, you are soulmates. How lucky that you found each other. Your friends probably roll their eyes at how adorable we are together. And you're the envy of many others. You don't even need this quiz to tell you that your union was written in the stars long before you ever met. How lovely.
That's pretty on point right there. Like, dead on point. Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think there's a lot of things more than just that goes into finding somebody that, you're compatible with. I mean, obviously, we're not, lovers or anything.
Right.
But, as far as friends go, I mean, I've known people longer than you, but I've never been close like we are with anybody longer than you.
Right. And like Justin or Toby,
old Moly Molson.
Right, is someone that I've known longer than you. And if you were to ask me 10 years ago, Justin and I, like Justin was almost more of a brother to me than like a lot of family.
Right. Justin's like that though.
Yeah, honestly.
When he wants to be around, well, when he wanted to be around, he'd be around and he'd do anything. He'd give you the shirt off his back.
Right. But I think, I mean, there was definitely a change in 2004 or 2003, maybe even 2002. I can't remember exactly. Like, I can't pinpoint exactly the year that we really started hanging out. Because I was working at Kroger.
Yeah.
When we first started, like, really hanging out all the time.
I had graduated. So it was probably 02, 03, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, I mean, honestly, ever since then, I mean, like, there's been years even that we've been distant. But there's never been as big of a change than, like, what we're going through with Toby right now.
Oh, yeah.
And if something, like, nothing like that could ever happen to you. And the fact that something like that happened to Toby makes you question, like, how well you really knew him. Because honestly, before that, I would never expect anything like that to happen to him either.
Well, his problem's that fucking girl he's with. She's all fucking trouble.
But it's Justin's.
But you're right. He could say, fuck that bitch, I'm fucking leaving, but he doesn't.
Right.
Yeah.
And
plus he can't be that good.
No, God no. It's Justin's, and it's something that hindsight, being 2020, is that, like, you look back and you go, oh, the fact that, like, Justin could never leave a job that was screwing him because he felt obligated.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of bullshit. That's the trouble that he's in right now. Is that he's so willing to convince himself that he's obligated, and he has, like, some weird
She's got, like,
thing
her
to
kids
prove.
and stuff living with him and shit. Well, used to. I don't know about now, but
right.
And she doesn't work. He's was the main source of income. I mean,
right. I don't even know what he's doing for money anymore. I have no idea.
I'd hate to know what he's doing for money.
For real.
But I would like to know how much he charged. Just out of curiosity. Like, are you keeping it respectable, or are you cheap whore?
I think he's a cheap whore.
I hate to say it.
We've seen him do some
honestly.
For cheap. For just a laugh.
Do you think Toby sucked a dick? This might be the most serious moment we've ever had on this show.
Okay. Pick an answer in your mind and why, and we'll see how close we are.
Like, well, the why would be...
Well,
like,
but how...
we know why.
How you... Okay, say you had to convince him to suck a dick.
Say I had to convince him to suck a dick?
Right. Like, he's an addict. And
Right.
he doesn't want to. We shouldn't be doing this.
All right. Do you think he sucked a dick?
I think he could be convinced.
Oh, I know he could be convinced.
Because we've convinced him to do stupid shit.
Yeah.
And we would never go to that length, like, ever.
I mean, because he's an addict, he'd be more apt to do it just to get his fix. And I think if...
We're horrible people.
Yeah. I think propositioned, I think he would. If he was like, look, man, I got to get my fix. I'll suck your dick for $3. He'd do it.
God, I hope not.
I mean, I would like... because I know him and I love him as a friend, I would like to hope that he'd never have to do something like that. But in the mind of an addict, Granted, I've never been an addict, but I know what addicts are capable of doing. You know, you hear about it on the news all the time.
Right.
You know, I mean, it's possible. But do you think he has, though? Do you think he's reached that point? Or do you think he's could reach that point? Do you think he's capable of sucking a dick? God, I so hope he fucking would tune in right now. Tune in right now.
Be like
scrolling through his phone and just like, oh hey, look, they're live right now. Let me see what's going on here. Oh, hold on a second. I gotta hear this.
God, I mean, this should be a wake-up call. This is how sad it is.
Yeah.
God, I hope not. I really.
This should be a wake-up call for all addicts.
Right.
Like as a guy, if you're an addict, you have to ask yourself:
are your friends debating on whether or not?
Not even that. If you're a guy and you're an addict, you have to ask yourself right off the bat: am I willing to suck a dick for this? And if your answer is no, then you need to just fucking quit.
But honestly, I don't think that nobody gets into an addiction with that thought in mind.
No.
And nor would they ever even be honest with themselves enough to know because they haven't experienced the addiction yet.
True. But I can tell you right now,
us knowing a person and knowing that, I mean, like how long they've been involved with it, the trajectory and the commitment that he's had to this. God, I mean, oh man.
do you think he sucked one?
No.
You don't think he sucked a dick yet?
I won't. No, I don't think so.
Next week on the show, folks, tune in. We're going to have Toby live on the show. We're going to find out if he sucked a dick, and if not, is he ready to?
We're going to kidnap him. That's the only way we're ever going to get him, I think, at this point.
Yeah, we'd have to.
Or be willing to like drive into the seediest part of town because I don't even know where he's at right now.
I have no clue. I don't think he lives anywhere. I think he's probably homeless. I would assume.
Very close to it, at least.
Yeah.
Let's get on to a more happy subject. And get out of this dark place that we're in.
I'm just sitting here thinking, like, man, if I was homeless and had to feed my kids, would I suck a dick? I would like to think that I would. I'd take one for my kids, man. If it meant me taking a shot in the mouth for them to get food in their belly.
For how long?
Till I could find something, man.
But I mean, like how, like it would have to be a substantial amount of money. It couldn't be like an overnight. Like, you want to stay here for the night.
It would have to be something. Just it wouldn't even be like that. It would just be like, hey, look, give me $20 so I can feed my kids, and I'll take you in the back.
But would you have to be starving?
It wouldn't be me. It'd be my kids if my kids are starving.
Well, yeah, obviously. That's what I meant.
I mean, I would get a free meal out of the deal. High protein, low calorie. I'm all about losing weight now, man.
Yeah, that's right.
They say it's good for you, too. I don't know.
As long as they drink pineapple juice.
Yeah, pineapple juice is where it's at. Let's do a sniff test.
Go back and listen to episode 1, folks.
Yeah, episode 1 is where it's at. But yeah, we're going to do another game now.
Yeah.
We already determined that we're soulmates here. We're going to do another game to see what kind of answers we would get and if they're the same.
Yeah, we're going to play this or that.
This or that.
To find out, are we more this or are we more that?
Okay.
Okay. Dog or cat?
Definitely. I know you're a cat person, but see, I'm allergic to cats, so
okay.
I'll have to go dog. But I know you love corgis too.
I do.
So I mean,
the only reason
you own cats,
right? And the only reason why I don't own a dog is that I don't. It's not a matter of trust with myself, but it's just that I know that I don't have. If I was to own a dog, I would want to be able to fully like. I would never want to worry that the dog wasn't getting enough attention or, it wasn't being well taken care of.
Cats are more easily manageable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm good to my cats, so. So I haven't killed one in a long time.
In a long time, yeah.
I never really killed a cat.
Oh, no, he did. He did kill a cat. He didn't mean to. Totally accidental.
All right, so when you're really going to have to think about.
No. Would you say you're more a cat person or more dog person?
Oh, of course, yeah.
More cat. Okay, so we're different there.
Well, yeah, but I could eventually be a dog person.
Right. All you gotta do is kill them fucking cats, bro. Get you a dog, man. They're harder to kill too.
Netflix or YouTube?
I definitely watch more YouTube than I do Netflix.
Yeah, honestly, like if I was to sit down, and even if I had like an hour to kill, I could definitely
I'd jump on YouTube first.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It's almost like you'd go to it first, with the idea that you're going to watch Netflix later. Like I want to catch up. Like, but when a Daredevil drops, I'm at Netflix.
Yeah.
But on a day-to-day basis,
YouTube.
Yeah, definitely.
For sure.
Phone call or text?
Ooh. It depends on the person, really. And the situation. Like, if it's something urgent, yeah, phone call. But if it's just casual, text.
Isn't that weird?
What do you mean?
Like, we got to a place where just texting to somebody is the general form of communication, the casual form of communication.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You know?
Yeah.
I remember being a kid and being like, I can't wait to get home so I can call that girl. You know?
Yeah. Now you don't even have to wait till you get home. You just text her.
Yeah.
Or Snapchat her right there.
Right.
Yeah. Like, Susie said your Snapchat was this. I'm going to add you right now in first period.
Okay.
Oh, what would you say? Text or call?
I like a phone call.
Right.
You know, it feels more personable to me. It's more, I guess, more sentimental.
Yeah.
But
well, like I said, it's situational. You know.
Yeah. Honestly, it is situational. But texting is generally like, I think out of more social normality, it's just more acceptable to text.
Right.
Toast or eggs?
Now, see, this one's tough for me because I
Right.
I like them both.
And together.
Yeah, and together.
Like, I'd never be in a situation where I'm like, hey, do you want toast or do you want eggs? Because I'm only making one.
Yeah, and honestly, if there was, like, I would be more apt to make myself toast and just munch on some toast than I would be just, hey, I'm going to whip up some eggs and only eggs.
Right.
You know. So I'm going to say toast.
Yeah, like, honestly, I would never make eggs and not make toast.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah. And if I was ever at somebody's house and they were like, look, I'm making toast or eggs, pick one, I'd be like, this guy's a fucking asshole.
I'd be like, make both, bitch. Whoop, whoop.
Yeah, same here.
Toast.
Toast.
Good deal.
Cardio or weights?
Now, I don't know. I'm going to go cardio. I think I can burn more calories and go longer on cardio than I do weights. I definitely spend more time on cardio than I do weights.
Same here.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, lifting weights seems like easier. You know what I mean?
I don't get as sweaty, I don't think.
Right, it's less of an effort.
Maybe it's because I don't do it long enough. Like, when me and you go, it seems like we do it longer because we're both doing the same thing. We're taking turns.
Right.
But I mean, I enjoy a good 45 minutes to an hour of cardio. It's not
But
bad.
well, I'm more of a runner,
Yeah.
and you're not.
No, I haven't reached that weight yet where I'm comfortable running.
Right.
You know, I feel like I'm going to cause an earthquake when I run.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I hit the pavement hard, bro.
Yeah.
I hit it hard.
So what's your form of cardio?
Like ellipticals.
Yeah.
Or bike riding.
Okay.
A stationary bike, I should say.
See, I have a hard time riding the bikes.
Really?
Especially when you crank up the resistance on them.
Yeah.
I feel that like thigh burn, and like it takes it out of me.
Really?
That's why I'd rather jump on a treadmill, because it's honestly easier for me.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So. Facebook or Twitter?
I'm a Facebook guy.
Facebook here too.
Yeah. I mean, I've tried the Twitter. There's too much going on Twitter for me.
For an event, I'll go to Twitter for like a poll of like what's going on. How are people reacting to something?
Or hey, hashtag this and we'll read it on the air or something.
Right.
But never like, oh man, I gotta see what's going on Twitter today.
Yeah, never like on a day. Like, I would never wake up and just check Twitter.
No.
But like if I'm watching, say like the Super Bowl or the Oscars or something like that, and I want like just or like after the Mayweather fight, you go to Twitter.
Oh yeah.
For like an immediate reaction because you search a hashtag.
Twitter's good if you want to know what other people who aren't your friends are actually doing.
Right.
Like Facebook, you got to be friends with people or like the page or whatever.
Right.
But Twitter's more broad, I would say.
Yeah.
Next question.
Ice cream cone or snow cone?
I actually had a really good ice cream cone last night.
From where?
From Mr. Softy.
Oh, I love Mr.
Yeah.
Softy. Where was he at?
Bellevue Vets.
Okay.
Over in Bellevue. We had a game over there.
Oh, right on.
I don't know. On a hot summer day, ain't nothing better than when the Kona ice truck rolls through. I'm gonna have to go snow cone, bro.
Yeah, like if there's like an Italian ice or like shaved ice, like one of those like shacks that you ever see.
Italian ice?
I guess Hawaiian ice. I should say.
I was gonna say, I never heard of fucking Italian ice.
Well, there is Italian ice, but it's like lemon or lemon lime, or like lime,
I've never
or cherry. There's just really like 3 flavors, and they're more of like a
like a festival kind of thing. You buy it at like the fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you can go into like a convenience store and get them too.
Oh, really?
But they're like they come with like that little wooden stick, like a popsicle stick, and like you dig at it. It's not shaved ice.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a frozen block.
Right.
And you got to dig at it.
Right.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. But yeah, definitely snow cone.
Let's try like a rapid fire, like 1 or 2. I'll go like 3, 2, 1, and then we'll pick.
Okay.
Mobile games or console games? 3, 2, 1. Console games.
Yeah.
While walking, music or podcast? 3, 2, 1.
Music.
Podcast.
Yeah.
iOS or Android? 3, 2, 1.
Android.
Form or function?
Form or function?
I don't even know what that really means. Like, what's it asking?
Fuck it, skip it.
Okay. Pop or indie? 3.
Pop or indie?
Music.
Okay, go ahead.
3, 2, 1.
Indie.
Cake or pie?
Ooh, okay.
3, 2, 1.
Cake.
Swimming or sunbathing? 3, 2, 1. Swimming. Really? You'd say swimming too?
Oh, yeah. That's how we first met, bro.
That's true.
Yeah.
But I was in the pool, and you weren't.
But I was about to get in that pool.
Yeah, that's true.
I came there with the intentions of getting in that pool.
And getting into some of this too, right?
Maybe.
High tech or low tech is a dumb question. I'm not going to ask you to answer that. Big party or small gathering? 3, 2, 1. Small gathering.
Small gathering of the Juggalos.
Whoop, whoop. New clothes or new phone? 3, 2, 1. New phone.
Yeah.
And I need a new phone. Rich friend or loyal friend? 3, 2, 1. Loyalty, loyalty, loyalty.
I got loyalty inside my DNA.
Football or basketball? 3, 2, 1.
Football.
Work hard or play hard? 3, 2, 1.
Play hard.
Nice car or nice home interior? 3, 2.
Oh, hold on. That's a tough one, man. That's a tough one. Oh, man. You already know what you're going to say. Right.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I know what my snap reaction would be.
Okay, do it. 3, 2, 1.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Nice car.
I was going to say home interior.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I've always drove POSs.
Yeah.
I've never really had a nice car.
You never had an office, baby.
Yeah, right, exactly. And so being able to drive around in something that had like a nice everything.
Right.
I've had little flashes of nice things.
Right.
But having nice everything would be like dope. And I've never had that before.
Right.
I've never really had a nice home interior either, but
anymore I spend more time at home. So.
That's true. Like honestly, but the things that I have in my house, like that I've spent money on and saved up on, the things that I like, I have.
Right.
Having like stained glass or vaulted ceilings and stuff like that doesn't really interest me. Is there a new something?
No, I was just checking.
Okay. What's worse, laundry or dishes? 3, 2, 1.
Laundry.
Jogging or hiking? 3, 2, 1.
Hiking.
Bath or shower? 3, 2, 1. Shower. Sneakers or sandals? 3, 2, 1. Sneakers. Glasses or contacts?
I don't wear either.
Yeah, and I definitely wear contacts more.
Yeah. But honestly, I have been known to rock contacts and fake glasses.
Like dope contacts?
Yeah.
Like the cool contacts?
Yeah, or the change color ones.
Yeah.
Like I had, back in the day, old Kinky Kelly would grab me some, different color change contacts. They're not like, they just make them like super blue, or like a real light blue. Not quite white or anything. But I did wear whiteouts for my wedding. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I actually found those. I was cleaning out the closet, and I was like, "Oh, check these out. These are contact lenses from our wedding."
Oh.
And I was like, "You think we ought to keep these?" She's like, "Fuck no. They're probably rot your eyes out."
Yeah, they probably give you like an ulcer or something on your eye.
I was like, "Yeah, we'll pitch them."
Couch or recliner? 3, 2, 1.
Recliner.
Online shopping or shopping in a store? I know what you're going to say.
Yeah.
Shopping in a store for me. But I see the allure of online shopping.
Online shopping is just nice because I don't have to leave my lavishly equipped house
Yeah.
to do so. I don't have to get in my nice car and drive down.
Fuck you. Receive an email or a letter?
I don't know. Letters anymore, to me, are just kind of like, oh shit, I got a fucking letter.
Yeah, right. Like who would go out of their way?
Yeah, like who the fuck went through all that trouble to send me a letter? It can't be anything good.
Do you ever correspond through email though?
No, not really.
Yeah,
it's usually Facebook or text
right.
message.
Yeah.
I mean, in all honesty, the only people I send emails to are like companies
or like. Yeah, honestly, that's about it.
Yeah.
They'll either complain or it'll be like, what the hell's going on?
Exactly.
So email then, right? I'd say that.
Yeah.
Passenger or driver?
Fuck, you know me, man. I love to drive.
And I love to be a passenger.
Yeah. Goes hand in hand.
Yeah. Tablet or computer? 3, 2, 1.
Computer.
Most important in a partner, intelligent or funny? 3, 2, 1. You have to be intelligent to be funny.
True.
To me,
Yeah.
Car or truck? 3, 2, 1. Car. Blue or red? 3, 2, 1.
Red.
Blue.
I was gonna say red, man. Fuck you, Crip, motherfucker.
If it, in that regard, red.
There you go.
I'm West Coast all the way. Money or free time?
I think West Coast is blue flag, right?
Well,
Got a
Snoop
blue
Dogg was a
flag
Crip.
hanging out my backside. On
Yeah.
the left side. Yeah, that's the Crip side.
Yeah, that's Snoop Doggy Dogg, and Snoop Dogg was a Crip.
Right.
But he was hanging with the Bloods.
That's
Murder Inc. was mainly blood.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Good to know.
Well, Suge Knight, known blood, was like pissed when Snoop Doggy Dogg showed up in the studio.
Oh yeah.
But Dr. Dre vouched for him.
Yeah.
Let's see. Money or free time? 3, 2, 1.
Free time.
Free time for sure.
Yeah.
Amusement park day or day at the beach? 3, 2, 1.
Beach.
Amusement park.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I would, like, if you were like,
I just don't dig roller coasters, dog.
yeah. And if I was hanging out with you and you're like, do you want to go to the beach or the amusement park? I'd be like, amusement park. But you're like, yeah, but I want to go to the beach. And I'd be like, yeah. There's enough good reasons to do both.
Right.
That you can't like be pissed that you don't get to do one or the other.
Honestly, if you wanted to go to an amusement park, I'd be the guy that holds your backpack and waits for you.
Yeah, and that would be no fun. So I'd rather go to the beach in that regard.
Yeah, but having that guy around to hold your shit's pretty nice, though.
Yeah, that's true.
I'd do that for you.
Yeah, but I'd rather have someone doing all the things
The rides
with me.
you. Yeah. Now, I'd ride some of the rides, but not all of them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. At a movie, candy or popcorn? You know us. Popcorn.
Yeah. Especially when it's free.
And it's a lot easier to get free popcorn than it is free candy.
That's true.
For sure. You have to sneak in candy if you really want candy.
Yeah.
And it's not like it's not like as dangerous or as sneaky as it was back in the day.
Oh,
I guess not even back in the day would mean being a kid. But it probably wasn't even dangerous back then.
No. I mean, in all honesty, sneaking stuff into the theater is fucking easy.
It's almost as traditional as
Anything.
getting popcorn and a drink.
Yeah. I mean, I've been known to rock like little backpacks.
Yeah.
Yeah. And my story, if they ever fucking give me shit, is just, hey, it's my fucking kid's medicine. He's fucking diabetic. You know, he's got to have it. Can we search your bag? Fuck no.
Yeah.
You know, I'll go to Florence. They
And-
don't search me in Florence. You know.
And with me, it's there's a blanket in the backpack, and that's so bulky that if you look in there, there's going to be a blanket.
Yeah.
And that's because you keep your theaters at 26 degrees. So, but underneath that blanket is a lot of M&Ms.
Oh yeah.
Okay, pen or pencil? 3, 2, 1. Pen. Toilet paper over or under? 3, 2, 1. Over. Fuck anybody that says under. Cups in the cupboard, right side up or upside down? Ooh. 3, 2, 1.
Upside down.
Upside down for sure.
Yeah.
Pancake or waffle? 3. Oh shit. Hey, look at that. There's nobody there. 3, 2, 1. Pancake.
I was gonna say waffle.
Oh really?
Yeah. I like how you can pour syrup on a waffle and it stays in the little holes.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But
pancakes are good, but waffles are where it's at. You can't get pancakes at Waffle House.
right, that's true. We should totally go to Waffle House after this.
It's a possibility.
Possibility. Cracker Barrel has the best pancakes, bar none. Now, if you go to the International House of Pancakes, the IHOP, as it were, I don't like their pancakes.
I don't go there. I went there once, never go back.
Why? What happened?
Hairs on food.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's a deal breaker.
5 plates, 4 of them had hairs.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's nasty.
That's gross, yeah.
Yeah, I went to Taco Bell earlier this week, and there was 2 people working there, and it sucked because I had to wait a half an hour for my food.
Really? You had to wait that long at Taco Bell?
Yeah, because there was
Damn.
2 people working everything.
Damn.
And there was like 3 people on the line at the counter, and the drive-through wasn't wrapped. But I mean, like, if you're serving 5 customers, there's only 2 people taking the orders and making the orders and serving the orders. I mean, it was a shitty time.
Right.
But the girl that was taking the orders, who also went to go make the food because to speed things along, had her long hair and had it up in a ponytail,
Ugh.
and I knew, like, I was like, and it was definitely on my mind. I mean, I didn't go like Howard Hughes on them when I got my food. I was
Right.
just like, fuck, I was hungry and I had to eat.
Right.
Coke or Pepsi? 3, 2, 1. Coke.
Things
Cough.
are better with Coke, man.
That's right. Have a Coke and smile.
That's right.
Coffee cup or thermos? 3, 2, 1. Coffee
Thermos.
cup.
I'm not a coffee guy, so.
Yeah. So, blinds or curtain? 3, 2, 1.
Curtain.
I mean, I could go either way on that one.
I mean, I could too, but I think curtains block out more light.
Yeah, if you get blackout curtains,
Yeah.
I mean, but if you have, like, that's the thing is that, like, if you're going to block out light, my main idea is blinds, because you can have, like, a curtain, like a shade, like a pull down,
Yeah.
and that's still blinds, technically, I guess.
Technically, yeah.
Because if you had a pull down blind, you'd still have curtains.
Right.
So curtains for me are kind of decorative, but
Yeah.
blackout curtains do the same thing as blinds. So train or plane? 3, 2, 1. Plane. Phone or phablet? 3, 2, 1.
Phablet.
Iced coffee or hot coffee? 3, 2, 1. Hot
Iced
coffee.
coffee.
Yeah. Meat or vegetables? 3, 2, 1.
Meat.
International vacation or a new TV? 3, 2, 1. International vacation. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Where would you want to go? Top 3. Money's no option.
International. Probably go. Definitely go to Amsterdam. That'd be on the list. I hear Iceland is beautiful. And I'd probably go somewhere like I don't want to say like China, but I hear like Japan.
China.
Yeah, China. Maybe someplace like Japan or something. You know.
What would you want to do in Japan? Like, why Japan?
Well, I hear like Japan's just like big fucking party island.
Oh yeah.
You know, lots of cool shit going on.
Would you want to go to like one of the like banana show or like the ping pong show?
What's a banana show? Where a chick shoves a banana up her ass or
Or
something?
chops a banana.
Using
Yeah.
a body part?
Yeah.
I'd go check that shit out, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, look at me. Fuck yeah, I'd go check that shit out.
The only place I've ever heard, like, I mean, I've actually heard multiple, like, stories of, like, I guess it's maybe, like, Navy guys, like, on station there, go to do, it's always crazy sex shows. The ping pong show.
Would you ever go to, like, Mexico and see a donkey show?
Oh, okay. So, like, yeah, probably not, but it mainly because, I mean, Mexico just seems like it would be, like, a more dangerous situation.
Right.
Whereas in Japan, you kind of take that for granted that, like, kind of they have, like, a weird perversion over there.
Right.
So it's more common, I guess. But it's probably just as illegal. I don't know.
Probably. I mean, I don't think I'd want to watch anybody have sex with any type of animal.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I just don't think I'd dig that.
I honestly didn't. I don't know why I didn't consider that, but that's exactly the reason why.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, Australia.
Ooh, that'd be a good one. Good day, mate.
Yeah, I'd love to see like Sydney. Maybe do a little bit of the outback, but nothing crazy. Europe, mainly like Greece, Rome, like I would love to see
the Mediterranean area.
Yeah, because there's coastal and there's also a lot of history.
Right.
A lot of history in that there town.
A lot of history out there.
And international. Rio.
Rio?
Yeah.
It's fucking hot in Rio, dude.
For real.
Yeah. But, yeah, I'd probably go to Rio.
Yeah.
Brazil! Yeah. I'd go there.
For sure.
Yeah. Somewhere around here I got a Brazilian flag.
Oh, yeah?
Dude, it'd been fucking awesome if you just said Rio and I'd fucking bust out that flag and just been like, Team Brazil! Whoop, whoop!
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah. But.
Okay.
We just kind of skim through. Is there any, like, really good ones? Like, let's do just, like, a couple more and then we'll call it quits here.
Okay.
We only got one person watching right now.
Oh,
and that's probably me watching it on the laptop. So.
Let's see. Movie at home or movie at a theater?
Theater.
Theater, for sure.
As long as it's not fucking Regal Cinemas in Wilder, Kentucky. Fuck that place. I'm serious, bro. I'm not going back there.
Never?
No.
They're really done?
Like, as long as that dude's the manager there, I ain't going back there. I hate to say it, dude, but, you know, that's just how I am.
I mean, it's just proximity is, like, the main thing for me.
It's fucking closer. It's fucking cheaper. The seats are fucking better, you know? But, yeah, fuck that place, man.
Yeah, I feel you. Like, I'm definitely with you. And had it happen personally to me. But, I mean, I would never suggest that we go see a movie together there.
Right.
But I can say that I'll honestly never go there on my own or with, like, my daughter.
Hey, whatever you do on your time, man, that's you.
But I understand. Like, I'd never, and like I said.
If I did go back, first thing I'd do, I'd walk in and I'd want to speak to the manager.
And just see who it is.
Well, no. And I would hope it was him. And I'd be like, do you fucking remember me? And if he said no, then I wouldn't go there. But if he said yes, I do remember you, then I'd say okay.
Well, then, just to button the end and to kind of end on the same note that we started.
Right.
So as I was leaving, honestly, obviously I had to get a refund as well.
Right.
And I had to go talk to the manager in order to get a refund. And that guy will remember you for life.
You think so? You think he will?
You had that guy shaking. He said the things that that man said to me, I will never forget.
He said that to
I
you?
will literally. Yes, he did. I swear to God. Strike me where I stand if I'm lying. I swear to God, this guy was like visibly shaken. Like I could
tell he was scared.
Yeah. And that was no act. That guy was legit scared. He offered me passes as well.
Yeah.
But I thought he was offering me passes as a refund. I didn't think until after I heard you tell your story that he might have been offering me passes as well as a refund.
Oh yeah, he was going to give me a refund and passes. Yeah.
And he probably would have done the same for me, but I didn't. I thought that's what he meant was
instead of giving you your money back, he'll give you some passes. Yeah.
And the only reason why I turned it down was I would rather have money.
Right.
But yeah, he said to me, that man said things to me that I'll never forget. And he said, I'll honestly be thinking about this for days.
Are you fucking with me?
No, I swear to God. I swear to God. He said, I will be thinking about this for days.
God, I'd love to just show up and just like be standing by his car one night.
Holding a balloon.
Just fucking with him, you know? Or go tie a balloon to his car. Oh, man. Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
God, that makes me feel good.
Yeah, I mean, job well done. You
Yeah.
definitely
instilled the fear. I ought to go with my other kid because he's over 7. Or he is 7, about to be 8. It's like, you going to ask him how old he is, motherfucker?
So, yeah, maybe consider going back just to see that guy's reaction when he sees you.
That'd be great.
I guarantee you he will have a reaction upon seeing you.
Just go right in and just be like, can I speak to the manager, please? See him walk out that little door and just be like, oh,
he'll
fuck.
stop in his tracks.
I should go.
You should.
I should go.
Go see Minions or something.
Like, now I'm going to go see this movie, and if you tell me my kid's not allowed to see it, we're going to throw down. Like, Spider-Man Homecoming, please. Already seen it, though, so that'd never happen.
I wonder if he'd let you back in.
He never technically didn't throw me out.
Right.
So, I mean, I left on my own free will.
Right. And he didn't say that you were,
not
barred.
welcome.
Right.
Yeah. I told him that I'm never fucking coming back.
Right.
He didn't tell me I wasn't allowed to fucking come back.
Yeah, get your movie tickets on Fandango.com.
Yeah, Fandango. That's where it's at.
And show up and yeah, I would ask to see the manager. God, I would go with you just to see it happen.
Would you?
I'd like Facebook it live.
That'd be great.
Oh man,
that'd be really good.
We'll go in some ICP makeup.
Oh shit, that dude would fucking die. He would shit. Show up with about 30 juggalos. Like, you gonna let me in and see this movie?
Apparently, they're working on another ICP movie.
Oh yeah.
It's going to be Big Money Spaceships.
What? I was just thinking, like, what the fuck else?
It's going to be
do?
in space. He said the title. The working title, and it was something like Big Money
Astronauts.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Oh man, that shit's fucking great. I couldn't watch Big Money Rustlers.
No.
That shit was just too bad. But Big Money Hustlers, I've seen millions of times.
And Big Money Hustlers was hard for me to watch too.
It's hard to watch, but it's
Big
so
Money
good.
Rustlers was definitely.
I didn't make it 30 minutes through that. It's like, wow, they're really trying to pull this off, and it's.
The breaking the fourth wall thing to kind of pat themselves on the back was that was like the cringe-worthy moments of Big Money Hustlers.
Did you see that shit? You just got to see that bitch's titties. Our movie's the shit. Oh man, good times though, man. Good times. Thanks for coming out and doing this show with me, man.
When
initially I wasn't going to do a show. I was like, we'll just, we'll just take a week off. And you hit me up and you were like, dude, we got to talk about that fucking manager guy.
Yeah.
Like, people need to hear that story. I'm like, yeah, it's better to tell it now while it's fresh. Yeah. Honestly, if I could have gone back, I'd have done it. I'd have came home and fucking done it then. Because I would have just ripped his ass.
Yeah.
And just fucked his shit all up. But, like, a week later, 6 days later, I'm a little bit more calm about it. And I'm a little bit more excited now that I know that I left an impact on him.
You did.
And
it happened to the both of us. And we both ended up leaving the movie at around the same time.
Right.
So, Yeah, I mean, it definitely made sense at that point. Like, we were like, I mean, and then you and I started the podcast together. And not that I don't have love for Bruce and Dusty B as well. I mean, like, the show evolves, and that's the reason why I wanted to do it.
Right.
Was to have something that would last.
And
even if I couldn't, join for every, the whole.
It's lasted 4.5 years.
Yeah.
You
Beautifully.
You may not have always been here with us physically, but you've always been in my heart.
Yeah.
No homo. But all right, folks, that is going to be our time this week. If you did tune in, I do appreciate you tuning in. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. I mean, you don't have to, but it'd be pretty cool if you did. Be a lot cooler if you did. Definitely. I should have pulled off my McConaughey a little bit better.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck that all up, man. But if you want to help us out, you can go to audibletrial.com/KYHBB. You get a 30-day free trial of the Audible. It's like an audiobook service. So you get a free download that you get to keep forever and ever. And it helps us out. Even if you literally just sign up and cancel immediately, we still get paid for that. It's kind of like, I feel bad. Like, we could really be fucking Audible, but nobody's fucking signed up.
I mean, if you have Netflix and you have Amazon and you have all these, like, subscription services are the thing. It's the way of the future.
Yeah.
And if you're in your car, if you have a commute, I mean, why not listen to your favorite book? It doesn't even, like, you don't even have to get a book that you haven't read. You don't have to, like, look for the things that to experience something new. If you're a fan of Game of Thrones, check out the audiobook. The guy that does it, he does voices for every character. I mean, audiobooks are just another form of art that everybody should be involved in. I listen to audiobooks, podcasts. That's like the main thing that I listen to. And I listen to
really, an audiobook is just a podcast story.
Yeah, really. And when you sign up for Audible.com, you get a free audiobook. So when you're helping out the podcast, you're also getting something for free.
Yeah.
And it is like one of the longest books ever. I mean,
yeah, it's over 1,000 pages.
Yeah, and it's one of Stephen King's. It's so hot right now.
Yeah, it's so hot.
So
that's hot.
Yeah, I mean, we're coming up to Halloween. Get yourself a horror book, anything by Stephen King. I'm pretty sure they have his entire work.
Probably.
And you're supporting the podcast. You're supporting, something great here.
You're supporting independent artistry.
Yeah, honestly.
Because that's really what we are. We're independent artists, really.
And it's not, this isn't begging. This is saying it's free, and you're helping us out. I mean,
yeah.
Just do it.
Lord knows begging doesn't work, because I've done that before. Yeah. Begging does not work.
I mean, honestly, like, Audible.com is a great service. I mean,
like you said, if you've got Netflix and you've got Amazon,
it's $15 a month if you decide to stay with it. If not, get your free audiobook and then drop
bounce,
it.
Yeah. That's what I did. I got my free audiobook and I fucking was like, yep, done.
So when you go to audible.com, what do you do?
It's audibletrial.com.
audibletrial.com/KYHBB.
You just follow the links, man. You just sign up like you would Amazon or Netflix.
Yeah.
Email, password.
And you've done it. They never charged you, right?
Never charged me.
You didn't keep the subscription service, but
nope.
You did it, and you got your free book.
I listen to Dawn of the Dead all the time. My kids, actually, one of their homework assignments is listen to an audiobook. I make them listen to Dawn of the Dead because that's the only fucking audiobook that I have. So works out.
As a homework assignment for you, go to audibletrial.com/KYHBB. Get yourself a free audiobook. Listen to it.
Can't hurt.
I mean, it can only help.
Yeah. It's free.
Yeah, it's free. Go to the website and just check out the audiobooks. I mean, it's insane. They also have not only audiobooks, they have stand-up comedy. If you like stand-up comedy, they have stand-up acts, retro radio dramas.
Yeah, they got it's a full audio library of all kinds of shit.
It's just crazy that more people aren't with it. But
or they already are and just can't sign up for a free trial.
Yeah. So anyway, that's my part.
Yeah. And that's pretty much fucking it, man.
And when you go to get your movie tickets, go to fandango.com.
Yeah, they're not sponsoring us at all.
They bypass the movie lines, go straight to the ticket taker, show them your cell phone, they scan it with their little thing, and you're in to see their movie.
Yeah.
Fuck all those people that would actually wait in line.
Avoid the lines. And plus, with reserved seating, like they have at Wilder, you get to pick your seat before you even get there.
Fuck Wilder.
Yeah, fuck them.
Yeah.
unless he remembers.
Skip the lines. That's the big thing.
Yeah, skip the lines. That is the big thing. You're right. And for more about my movie-going experience, you can always email us, kyhbb.com@gmail. I'll tell you how I get free popcorn. It's I may have already said it before, but if you want a more detailed list.
I've never seen it not work, and that's the crazy thing.
Oh, yeah, it's never not worked.
If you know me, you know I don't have a spine like that. But you honestly don't even need a spine.
No.
I mean, you
just need a long arm.
Yeah.
A long arm and a friendly smile. That's all you need. I'm thinking about doing it with sodas next time.
Ooh.
Just take it in the bathroom, rinse it out.
The straw machines are right there.
Yeah, just get a fresh straw. Take it in the bathroom, rinse the motherfucker out. Lots of cups are plastic anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
So, but yep, that's going to be our time this week, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Like, subscribe, Twitter, Facebook, all that fun stuff. Send us something. We only had fucking 2 comments, and one of them was a guy who's typically on the show, but he's not here this week. So please go to kyhbb.com. You can check us out and other podcasts that I haven't done in a long time. Not my fault. But yeah, go check us out, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. I can't say that enough. Yeah. Really. Did I mention the Audible trial yet?
we talked about it.
Did we talk about that briefly? Yeah. Just thanks for listening. I hope you guys enjoyed this flashback episode. Just me, Jerry Sailor, Chubby Friendly, keeping it real, 100%. No bullshit. May not have been all that funny. We thought it was funny. Yeah. But honestly, I don't care if you thought it was funny or not. We had a fucking good time doing it.
We're going to do it anyway.
Yeah, we're going to do it anyway. So,
whoop, whoop.
Yeah. I'm Jerry Sailor.
Chubby Friendly.
We're the fuck out. Bye. Peace.